I like that. Come here, froggy boy. Okay, now I'm watching for Twiggy up there. I was going to say, I don't want to use my snag vine because I like this. Okay, so I wanted to save it, but maybe I could just make some more since I've been collecting stuff. The Seeker vine. Oh, I can just collect those. Embalming salts, we can make more leech stuff. Come here, Froggy Og. Oh, what's... Oh, there's a lot of the bodies rising. Plant growth throughout has lifted the body almost standing. Still dead though. Oh, there's some salt sitting there. There's a big boy over there. We've got a sacrifice for him though. Man, the frogs are respawning. I have to get them. Oh, snack-a-rify. Oh, snack-a-rify. Here you go, buddy. Wait, oh, it's a Drake Fang. Well, that better be worth it, because that cost me a lot of materials. I thought I was going to chop you up and get heaps of meat. The indomitable will of a dragon is carried within its bones, even if it lingers. Even here it lingers. Cool. Well, we'll probably need one of those for something later if there's only one of them on the map, and we already have one, so that's good. And if we need multiples, we already have one, so that's good. Yeah, we're definitely going to need it. So I have... Can I make another smoke bomb? Let's grab this smoke bomb, this food from over here. Come here, dude. Come on, you got this, both of you. Yeah, I can't see you needing lots of fangs. I think the way, in some games, I could see that happening, and I have seen stuff like that happening. But so far, the way they've been so generous in the way you get loot, loot items. I get loot. It would seem extremely out of place to all of a sudden need a lot of something that there's only one enemy of and have to run around changing the zone and waiting for him to wake up. Like, that would be a bad decision. Like, we went out looking for thistle, right? Because I had 1 thistle, and the game said you need 5. And I just used a bunch of it. I've done a lap, we've done some things. I have 13 now. And so clearly the developers didn't want it to feel like a grind, and it hasn't. I've just gone and collected some stuff and played the game, and now I have a bunch of items. And, you know, they made changing the tools, like, so easy on the bar. Yep, I know what you'll need. Told me a bunch of times. Here, have some thistle. You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She's careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she meshes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Bah, give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector, jab it into your arm without further fuss. Cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. Yeah, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy. All right. Well, that looks like the leech. We got sickly peoples, a chest. A crimson wine. A barrel. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard from under her wide-brimmed hat. She appears to notice you enter but pays you no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of the bones? Oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver. Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I'm here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me what ails you. I told you already. I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come here have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? I'm not sure. Now then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Right, first things first, she has a chest. It's got very little ingredients, but clearly it belongs to me. The beardy guy you're looking for. The beardy guy? Can't find the short guy. Sorry, I can't help you. Short, beardy guy. I missed that man with the beard. Don't know where the short fella got to. Let's get that later maybe. Or maybe we'll put a sleeping potion in it. There's a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. Dark complexion, dark hair, dark eyes, beard short. Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for? Shorter than most. I'm gonna need a bit more than that. Dark in features. Narrowing it down, give me something else. Or a full beard. Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. No wonder the leech is on our hit list. Give me a frogs, give me a slime. Oh, a snail. What do I need for the leeches? The salts, right? Where's that other leech from? I don't want to use the salts on one leech. You have news of my husband? We should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he felt ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague, of all things. Now, where is the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me. But her assistant mentioned having disposed of the dead out in the swamp. Oh, we found those bodies. Brimstone and Bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favour? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. Served me well in my younger years. Oh, we found it. And I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm farts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest. We bring husband back to life so she can yell at him. Now, this guy was in the way of this, I think. Oh, he's disappeared. I'm pretty sure this is the circle, though. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from an ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. Necromantic charm. The Northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. The death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. Haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp. There's the drake fang, we'll put that in later. Maybe we should get another drake fang for later. Southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Apothecary humours. Okay, we have the drake fang. We need a death certificate. Apothecary humours. The death chalice. Oh look, there's a visual bug there. It doesn't have unless it's just not getting the lower line, but it doesn't have a thing. It just says get the death certificate. Oh, I guess it doesn't have a 0 of 1 of get the death certificate because that's something I specifically have to do, whereas the other one's crafting. That's fine. Alright, there's the humours, right? And we can just craft that. What was the other thing that we needed crafted? A necromantic charm. I'm not seeing necromantic charm in here. Oh, there it is. Because I'm blind. We need pumpkin jack bones, which we need to get from the field, so we'll have to go there. But we're close to what's her face, so we'll go grab the death certificate while we're here. Yeah. Undeath more permanent than life. I need the death certificate. Shadowy doctor prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying. Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll a chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, a grandmother or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for that death certificate. Think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line. Fine, you'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, She shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. I need 3 mending poultices. Which I can't quite make. Can almost make. What I do, we half home after I get this snail. I don't think I really wish that, you know, if you could just use an item from there without putting it on your bar. Time to go home. And we'll go home. There's some things we can grab here. From the, so we'll grab these things because we need it for the... Oh, they were in our house. Oh, these are seeker vines. They're not the ones I need, but I want some anyway. So we'll go to the forest, get some pumpkin jack, and get some of the stuff for the other poultices. And then I want to see what the pumpkin jack drops. We also got to find out where the grain is. But these are the ones we need. I think that's it for the poultices. Okay, cool. And then the pumpkin jacks are there. They give pumpkin jack bone. Oh, that makes sense because it said something about needing a pumpkin jack bone. We had some pumpkin jack bone then. I wonder where we got the pumpkin jack bone from. Must have found it somewhere. I must have done things before. Need some more skeeters. Okay, so we definitely need some more skeeters if I need to make more of those. And hoppers. But yeah, I've got to find the grains in the fields. We're in the fields. Give me a little hopper. Good game is good, right? Oh. I don't think we grabbed this guy's chest. Or maybe I did. There was just a thing had grown around it. I haven't worked out what to do with those soot sprites. Oh, I thought that was something bad. Oh, we need some of these changeling things, I think. Perhaps I can puzzle him somehow. Is this where we get grain? Unusual hay bale. On closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. Carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its centre, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. Oh, that's good. We'll take that through to the swamp next in a second. Can't interact with the other hay in any way. Yeah, grains. Use the smoke bombs, get a couple skeeters. Be ready to make those other things. I know it looks so cool. Troll, so. Oh, I didn't have the thing for necromantic charm. Hang on. Get a death certificate. It's crossed off, but we don't have one. Oh, there's two leeches? Ah, man, I didn't see him first name, surname. Okay, we got the stuff now, though, right? There's your mending pole. Stuffs the poultice into an unsanitary-looking cabinet without a second glance. Takes the dragonfly wings with surprising delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. And the skeeter snoots. Inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands, now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly, I have your papers right here. Each extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. Check the mucus in the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. I'm not even sure the leech spelled the poor man's name right. We suppose it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. Now, I wanted the skeeter snoots for something else. So I'm glad I didn't craft whatever that was, but it means I should get some more. And I should make the charm while I have the ingredients. Alright, let's... Thistle me. Let's grab those, see if we can find those leeches. Leeches? Go to the left? I just came from the left. Ah, there they are. Nice. Wait, do I have a spirit salt? I do. Okay, he wants the humours, you can have the humours. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. Fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst, till only the wet residue remains. The Northern Obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. Yeah, take it. Humid swamp air has made the paper of death certificates soft and damp. As you drop into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. What's this one? What's the necromantic charm? You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of obelisk snuffs it out. And we got the Drake Fang. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel vacuous force pull at the circle's centre. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters at the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada. Recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah. Apply the canopic ointment. That seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. Where are those dead bodies? He had a beard. This must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fella. Or I could just stop and get some frog guts real quick and some thistles. I mean, do we get another Drake tooth while we're here? We might not need another one in the game, but I don't think that's the point, right? I don't have any water. Oh, I guess we're not getting one while we're here. Ah, plant punctured body, propped up body, disturbed body, rising body, watchful corpse, a bunch of embalming salts, though. Doesn't fit the description. Similar, but perhaps not the right body. I want to get the salt. There we go. This isn't the right one. I wonder if it's the last one, or he's not here. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly landing on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to the boggle at the insect. Huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Ah. Huh. Hey, Mr. Frog King. Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with bubbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Ha ha ha! Wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects. My subjects have such healthy appetites, so they'll all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but the head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food nice and tender. Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, deadish. The frog taps his fingers against the log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen that chap. He had such a delectable aroma, and fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light out of day again. And we'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. Frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try something. Okay, you want some digestive tablets, alright? We need to go get some goblin snot from the forest. I'll be back, Mr. Frog. Yeah, the goblins are the bandits, right? There's a goblin at the crossroad. Oh, that little one, yeah. Okay, so where are we getting... So, either way, I need to make some dreadful dolls. I've got some hopper things. I need more snoots. I need more snoots. Means I need more smoke bombs. If I'm going to do that, I need more of the grass. Okay, well, we are going this way then. Poppies. The grass I want's not in here. It's in the for the snoot. So we have to work out this seed thing. In the fields. This is the fields, right? Yeah, they're bandits, definitely not goblins. Tinkerbell. And the pumpkin jacks just give me pumpkin jack bone. Alright, Ted, see you later. Grain. Oh, that's grain, right? Okay, found it. There's like a grain farm. Makes sense. Oh, that's Ox's farm. I'm guessing we just travelled through Ox's farm. I picked up one thing of grain along the way and didn't notice. So we can go get the goblin then. Let's make this. No, I don't want to go to the apiary. And through the forest we can get more of the leaves that we need. Where are they? There's some more of them as well. They look like leaves. They look like weeds actually. Where are they? Oh, there's one right here. There. Frog boy. Oh, look, there's another one of these. We found one of those in the farming area. That's the one we want for the... Whoa! We're a dryad now. Cinderbox. What is that stuff? Rodent lard. Okay. He'll eventually cool off. Maybe we don't want to be here when he does. Okay, hang on. We got hit, but it's okay. Oh, there's the snot. Scared the snot out of him. We got one piece of snot. And a healing salve, I think. So, how many of these can I make? Make a couple, but need more snoot. Need more snoots. A couple traps and a thing. Okay, where does this go to? Oh, what's wrong, love? And this zone's big. I wonder if it actually goes up there. Oh, it's for the snake. Alright, we'll speak to you later. Can I make the digestive now? One digestive tablet. Oh, okay, hang on. I need... I don't know if I need any more blood. I don't know what we're using it for. Dryad fruit. We got heaps, so, but I do need snoots. I need smoke bombs. I need more of those before I want to make something else. What are we making of those ones? Maybe I was making smoke bombs. Thanks, Chewie. Grab two. We get three. Come here. Come here. That's smoke bomb value right there, that is. Let me just take some embers out of your fire there. Thank you. Oh, I needed water for something, didn't I? What was I making with the water? I have no idea now. A doll? It's like a doll. Was it somewhere I was where it needed water? Maybe I should get some then. Okay, what about making some clay pots? Alright, Mr. Frog King, let's have the salt. Okay. Give him the digestive tablets. You wrap a juicy-looking grab around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of this gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute would persuade you to loosen your tongue. The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Ah, delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you, his nostrils flare for a moment, and then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost, what a stench! The frog wobbles on its legs. Looking thoroughly emptied, he teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he folded up quite nicely. Stuff him in your satchel. Thistles while we're here. Hey, little frog. The pile is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Place the corpse in it. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down in the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisk, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. But get on with it. Haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly it bolts upright. Ugh. Zombie husband. Oh, hello there. You caused me a lot of trouble. You know that? The reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it in the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from some place beyond. Murderer. What? I am not. You were quite dead when I found you. No, it's murderer. Me. He clutches at his hollow chest, as if trying to feel his heart beating. Give me blood. Drain my blood. It's murderer. Others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was something awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Take her off this. Find proof. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. You should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Oh man, good thing we didn't drink that bottle of wine the leech had. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions, nothing seems out of the ordinary. ... That is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. That's a good way of doing that. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogues the name, description, and age of its source. Looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with a ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. And a dash of salt would remind that slimy worm there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Well, I've got some salt. You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach.
What are you doing? Can't you see this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here.
She hastily shuffles you out of the room.
Now get out. This place is only for the sick.
You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter.
Ah, that addition of black fever adds certain nutty quality.
Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting just before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down.
Lovely, sharp flavour. Full body too.
Suddenly the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass.
What's happening?
The leech spasms as tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Like the soul of the leech. You inspect the mummified worm pressing between your fingers lightly, drained by the very spirits you are supposed to be healing. In your fingertips you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech. Nice. It's the souls in the forest there. I guess the bear one was we were doing the bear one and then we got sidetracked because I was looking for something else. But that was a good one. I like that. No, we're doing the ox. We need to investigate the bandit camp in the fields. To do that, we needed some more of these, which we can make. We will do that.